All right, the day has arrived. We're going to be discussing Evening at Rockport Cove by my grandfather, Edward Loper Sr. I acquired this painting about 1.5 years ago from the family of Ann Jarrett, who was a longtime family friend and student of my grandfather's, and no doubt enjoyed these incredible vistas right off of his shoulder while painting in groups in New England. So this is a very special subject here. My grandfather painted hundreds of scenes like this up and down the East Coast and into the Maritimes, but it was this particular one that spoke to me in two ways. One was, wouldn't you have liked to have been here on this particular day? Which was a very unique message between a Loper painting and myself. It was a very unique message that I got there. I wanted to be here on this day. And then the second message that came to me from this painting was, this is a teaching moment. So it was very unique how this image came into my life at this point. And this is a teaching moment, not something that I can just enjoy all the time, but there's teaching moments here, moments that I can share with you. So that was one of the things that was so crazy, is I wanted to share this image so bad, not just enjoy it for myself like I have so many, but actually really sharing what's going on here. So I want to just kind of take you around a couple pieces of this. Now this is a big painting. See how big this painting is. So it really commands an entire wall, and like I've said, I've had it for 1.5 years, and I continue to come in here and sit on the sofa just behind this camera and study every single aspect of it. And just kind of think about what my grandfather was trying to leave behind with every single image, and the different patterns and the colors that he put together, and what he was really trying to tell people with his work and the lessons within. So when I first laid eyes on this, and it was on my phone, I looked at it, and even from there, this chasm, this dark void here in the middle was so attractive. It was something that just kind of, it sat center stage of this. Even with all of this celebration of color and beauty around it, it was really, the eye was drawn to this dark space. And the first idea was how many colors we have between the world of dark and light. So we have this wall here, and my first thought about being in this scene, being here on this day, was this whole wall here. Now we can see down this chasm, all the boats are down here and they're anchored. So you go down, you get on your boat, you head out through this channel out to the bay, and you enjoy your day out on the water. And there's these big ladders on the other side here. So we have this deep space here, and to see all of the colors that my grandfather used in the dark was really interesting. I imagine with this great light source right here that this wall here is very cold, it's slimy, and it's not in the sunlight. It's not at all being kissed by that beautiful sun. So it's an area of dark, and it has certain colors and tones to it, and the way that he's brought that to life to make it part of this painting is really interesting, because we like the celebration, we love the colors, and we love those things. It does something for our soul. But these dark colors in here are something that are so beautiful. And the thought process for myself was coming up this ladder, dark, cold, slimy walls, moss, things like that, and then coming up over the top of that ladder and having the sunlight absolutely burst right through my eyeballs. And you can see how far away that sun goes. And you can see how it sets everything here on fire, so you coming out of that dark space up into the light. So I was projecting myself into this painting, not only enjoying it, not only thinking about the things that I can share, wanting to be there on this day, but what it would be like to move through this painting. And this big void is kind of what took me on that little journey. So that was something that was really interesting. And then the light source. The light source was the next thing brought up, because we have light and we have dark, and the things that promote and create those two things. So for me, this light source back here was just incredible. It had sort of like a 20s or 30s kind of dust bowl yellow going on here that has this glowing power. And I like how it lights up the bays and gives you distance. It takes you way back. It shows you how far away this actually goes. The light kisses off that part of the bay, and here, and boom, just little bits of white and cream color, if I could be so crude to say that, that gives you an idea of how that sun dances off each one of those opportunities to hit the water. So, and then of course it sets all of this brush and loose moving material just absolutely on fire, and it comes all the way down here. And we're standing at the top of this cove here, you know? So if we're here, if we're in this painting, our toes are right here, and we're set up and we're looking at this incredible vista. So it just has so many shapes and so many ideas of direction. My father and my grandfather both talked about direction, like boom, this piece here brings you here, and then that shape takes you there. So it has your eye travel around and find this rhythm or this little tune that helps you enjoy this painting. And you know, and something like this, something so big that's been brought into my life recently, is it's a really nice step aside from today's chaos that we have outside. We're always on the phone and moving here and there, and images that are going and scrolling and things like this. Constant moving in front of our eyes. So it's nice to just have a single image, an image that just stays and we can study it. I find that it sort of shifts gears in my brain and detaches me a little bit from the world outside. So, you know, these paintings, again, beautiful to look at, wonderful to share and to experience and to imagine yourself in. And it also finds a very therapeutic place for me to enjoy and to think about my family and to, you know, keep the love for this Loper legacy that I'm looking to share so close. So this is a painting that I'll have a lot more discussion about. The way it makes me feel as the sun, this is one other point here, as the sun moves through the day, this painting takes on several different lives. It just kind of comes together. Again, you would look at it and think that there's a light switch or some sort of, where do I turn this painting on? Because it just becomes electrified. So I'll have some of those phases. I also want to share different segments, different portions of this painting and shapes that really make this all like a sandwich of just beautiful, beautiful things. So Evening at Rockport Cove by Edward Loper Sr. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour through my eyes, and I'll have a lot more to share about this incredible painting.